Hey guys, welcome back to another beautiful day exploring Yellowstone National Park. If you watched our last video, you got to see some amazing geothermal features, including Old Faithful and Grand Prismatic. We think 3 days is the perfect amount of time to spend in Yellowstone to see all of the highlights without feeling rushed. Follow along as we immerse ourselves into the natural wonders this park has to offer.
Today, we are focusing on day 2, where we explored the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, Hayden Valley, Yellowstone Lake, and West Thumb Geyser Basin.
Of course, we are starting our day out with a cup of coffee. Our favorite way to make coffee while camping is with the French press using our camp stove. How do you make coffee when you're camping? Leave us a comment below.
We started off exploring the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone by driving the northern rim, stopping along the way at Lookout Point, Grand View, and Inspiration Point. The canyon varies from 800 to 1,200 feet in depth, 1,500 feet to 4,000 feet in width, and is about 20 miles long. Many of the viewpoints are very accessible and are a short walk from the parking lot.
Grand Canyon of Yellowstone is gorgeous. Beautiful views. The yellow coloring of the rocks is incredible.
I think the light color of the canyon versus the contrast of the really dark blue-green water is really what sets it apart. It's so dramatic.
After driving the north rim, we went to the south side where we stopped at Upper Falls. Upper Falls is 109 feet compared to the Lower Falls, which is nearly triple at 308. For anyone else who finds rivers and discharge interesting, the volume of water flowing over the falls can vary from 63,500 gallons per second at peak runoff in the spring to as low as 5,000 gallons per second in the fall. We are doing the South Rim Trail.
So far, I think it's better than the north rim.
We were up there this morning. Artist Point is the spot to be if you want that standard Yellowstone Grand Canyon shot. Artist Point is where you want to go in the first half of the day.
Yeah, it's the one I've been waiting for. Spent all day taking pictures at all the other sites, but really this is the one. It's crowded for a reason, but if you've seen a picture of the Yellowstone Grand Canyon, it's from Artist Point. Next up, we headed to Hayden Valley. Similar to Lamar Valley, it is a popular wildlife watching destination. We saw a ton of bison driving through and even saw a few running. The valley is a truly beautiful landscape.
We're at the mud volcano area now, and boy does it smell.
This is by far the most rotten egg smell we've gotten this entire trip.
We keep talking about this rotten egg smell, although I don't think I've ever actually smelled rotten eggs. These were definitely the coolest mud pots we've seen on the trip. If you're driving through Hayden Valley, the mud volcano is worth a stop.
The next stop along our route was the Lake Yellowstone Hotel. The hotel opened in 1891 and is now designated as a historic landmark. It's the oldest operating hotel in the park. We enjoyed a short stop here as we were starting to get pretty hungry. We packed our camp stove and a mountain house backpacking meal for lunch. Ooh, stroganoff.
Another good old mountain house meal for us.
Quick review of the mountain house beef stroganoff with noodles meal here. I would give it a 5 or 6 out of 10, I'd say. Probably wouldn't get it again, but wasn't bad either. It was kind of somewhere in the middle.
Throughout the park, they have these signs of young children stepping onto the ground next to boardwalks. Do not do this. Remain on the boardwalks to stay safe. Our last stop was West Thumb Geyser Basin. This basin is unique because it is right next to the lake.
On our way back, we stopped briefly to walk on a sandbar next to the lake that caught our eye on the way by the first time. While this certainly was not a major stop, we thought it was incredible to see just what kind of material was washing up on shore. It was all magma rocks from prior volcanic explosions.
You can't hear me, but I am saying there are a ton of elk out there. While driving through, we saw a ton of elk, a coyote, and of course, more bison.
We hope this video helps you get some ideas of what you would like to do in Yellowstone. If it did, make sure to subscribe and follow along for part 3.
What?
You go first.
Okay. I always say we just.
Yeah.
There's...
Waiting for a truck. Okay.
B-E-A-R-S, bears.